Hello, Taurus. I'm so glad you are here with me today. On this day that carries a quiet weight and a subtle message from the universe, because whenever we gather like this, there is always a reason, always a hidden thread weaving between your heart and the greater design of life. Today, the 19th of August, 2025, is not just another date on the calendar. It is a threshold, a moment when the energy around you begins to shift in ways that invite both reflection and renewal, and the cosmos is urging you to pause, breathe, and notice the deeper balance trying to find its place within you. You may have felt lately as though you've been running faster than your own spirit can follow, giving so much of yourself away, offering your time, your strength, your compassion to others, without always feeling that same effort or care returning back into your life. And while your nature is generous, loyal, and steady, there comes a point when the universe insists that the scales must tip back toward you, so that you remember your own worth and reclaim the energy that belongs in your heart. This day begins with that gentle nudge, a reminder that your power is not only in how much you give, but in how much you honor your boundaries, your value, and the sacred balance of give and take. As you move into the energy of this reading, you will notice that the themes unfolding are not random. They are connected strands of a larger story. The universe has been whispering to you for months now. You will hear about money, about love, about family, about the quiet work of your soul. And every part will circle back to this central lesson that balance is your medicine, that reciprocity is your compass, and that the days ahead are asking you to step back from what drains you so you can make space for what nourishes you. This is where we begin. Taurus, standing at the entrance of a new flow that is waiting to carry you forward. Taurus, as the universe settles around you today, there is a profound sense that balance is no longer just an idea you reach for, but something tangible, something entering your life like a calm after a storm. The way the air feels lighter when the rain has finally fallen and the earth drinks deeply. You have been walking through a season of overextension, where your loyalty and steadfast nature pulled you into situations that required more of you than was ever fairly returned. And though you gave without complaint, you began to notice the subtle exhaustion that builds when the flow of energy is one-sided. This is why the universe leans so closely toward you now, urging you to remember that it is not selfish to protect your heart. It is sacred. Because the truth is that you cannot endlessly pour from a vessel that is not refilled. The energy of today speaks to a quiet cleansing, not dramatic, not sharp, but graceful and firm. The way a tide pulls back from the shore, leaving behind only what truly belongs. You may find yourself slowly stepping back from certain connections, not because of anger, not because of resentment, but because you are choosing to no longer carry the weight of relationships that only take and never give. These bonds will not shatter abruptly, they will simply fade. And in that fading, you create space for reciprocity, for those who meet you halfway, for those who recognize the gift of your presence and return it with love, effort, and consistency. This moment is a sorting of energies, a natural selection where truth is revealed not through confrontation but through observation. As you see who steps forward when you no longer chase, who continues to offer support when you allow silence, and who drifts away when your light is not available for their constant use. This clarity may sting for a moment, but it is a liberation disguised as loss. For in the end, you are left surrounded by those who honor you. And by releasing the rest, you align yourself with the deeper rhythm of peace and fairness that your soul has been craving. And so, Taurus, this is the foundation upon which the rest of your day and your destiny unfolds. For once you allow balance to return to its rightful place in your life, every other area, your finances, your love life, your work, even your physical and spiritual health begins to find its flow. It's harmony. I divine ardor. Taurus. When we turn toward the realm of finances today, the energy carries both promise and caution. A reminder that prosperity is not only about the flow of money, but also about the wisdom with which you guard what is rightfully yours. You may notice opportunities presenting themselves, offers, proposals, invitations that sparkle with the allure of quick reward or effortless gain, but beneath the surface there is a whisper, a subtle unease that tells you not everything is as it appears. The cosmos is asking you to pause before you leap, to trust the instinct that rises quietly in your body when something feels too easy, too perfect, or too hurried. Because hidden within those glittering promises may be a shadow, a detail overlooked, or an intention that does not align with your highest good. This is not a time to rush. Taurus, no matter how tempting it might be to secure stability quickly, instead, it is a time to honor the deliberate pace that has always been your strength. Let the truth reveal itself in its own rhythm. Ask questions. Take your time. And know that if an opportunity is truly meant for you, it will not vanish simply because you did not answer immediately. Your patience now is not hesitation, it is protection. By listening to your inner wisdom, you avoid the traps set by those who may not hold your best interests close to their hearts. And you preserve the foundation you have worked so hard to build, yet there is also abundance circling you. A quiet assurance that your efforts, your discipline, and your steady hand will be rewarded. This is not about sudden windfalls, but about the kind of prosperity that endures, the kind that grows slowly but roots itself deeply, giving you not only comfort, but the peace of mind that comes when you know you have created security through integrity. The universe favors your grounded nature now, reminding you that the wealth you seek is not fleeting luck but lasting stability. Protect it. Nurture it. And above all, trust that in choosing caution over impulse, you are aligning yourself with a future of true financial strength. Taurus. When we step into the sacred space of love today, the energy moves with the tenderness of renewal, like the gentle moment when dawn breaks after a long night, soft but undeniable, promising that light will touch every shadow. If you are already in a partnership, the universe is offering you and your beloved the chance to press a reset button, to release the heaviness of old misunderstandings, the words left unsaid, the small hurts that built up quietly between you. There is a breeze of fresh energy moving through your connection now, urging you both to put down what no longer serves and to pick up honesty and openness instead. Think of it as the healing conversation that clears the air. The willingness to forgive, not as a way of forgetting, but as a way of choosing love. Again, you are being invited to walk side by side into a new chapter, one that is lighter, one that grows because both of you are ready to grow, one that turns the rough edges into strength instead of scars. And for those of you moving through life without a partner at your side, the universe has not left your heart untouched. In fact, the fire of attraction is flickering toward you from an unexpected corner. And it may come in the form of someone bold, radiant, carrying the fierce energy of Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. This spark may begin simply a glance, a conversation, a pull you cannot explain. But beneath it is the possibility of something that transcends fleeting chemistry. This is the kind of connection that feels balanced from the start, where giving and receiving flow naturally, where communication does not feel like work but like water. The message for you is clear. Do not shy away from this new energy out of fear that history will repeat itself. Your soul has been preparing for a love that mirrors your own depth and loyalty. And this could be the doorway through which it arrives. Whether partnered or single, the thread is the same. You are being guided to experience love as a space of reciprocity, where your stability and tenderness are not taken for granted but celebrated, where your heart is not drained but nourished. Trust in the unfolding. Taurus, because love, in all its forms, is aligning to reflect back to you the balance and devotion you have always carried within. Taurus, when we turn our gaze toward your path of work and purpose, the energy begins to stir with momentum, as though the ground beneath your feet, once heavy and unmoving, is finally loosening, releasing you from the weight of delay and stagnation. For some time, you may have felt restrained, as if invisible hands were holding you back, keeping your ambitions at a standstill despite all the effort you poured in. But the tide is shifting now, and the universe is opening a doorway, urging you to step forward with courage into the life you have been preparing for. This is not a push into chaos, but a steady, determined call to take charge, to claim victories that are already within reach, to remind yourself that patience has never been wasted. It has been ripening you for this very moment. There may be opportunities that ask you to change your scenery, perhaps through a short trip, a new project, or simply stepping outside of the routine that has grown stale. Do not underestimate the power of fresh air, of new surroundings. For inspiration often finds you when you leave the walls you have outgrown. Your professional life now holds the promise of recognition, advancement, and tangible reward. But it is not only about external success, it is about the inner satisfaction of knowing that your discipline and resilience have carved the path beneath your feet. And yet, within this forward motion, the lesson of balance remains. While the Emperor's energy reminds you of your authority and your capacity to lead, it also whispers not to let rigidity close you off from change. The best leaders are not those who control every detail, but those who hold vision and allow flexibility to guide the way. This is the space you are being invited to step into, strong but adaptable, determined but open, grounded, yet unafraid of expansion. If you listen, you will notice that work now is not only about earning, but about aligning with purpose, weaving your skills and dedication into something that feels meaningful to your soul. Trust that this season of movement is not random, it is a carefully timed unfolding. Every obstacle that once felt like a wall is beginning to crumble, and every effort you have made is about to find its return. Stand steady. Taurus, for your career is not just advancing, it is transforming into a reflection of the deeper mission you are here to fulfill. Taurus, your body is speaking the language of your heart right now. And it is important to remember that every emotion you carry finds its way into your physical being. The weight of worry can settle into your muscles, the tension of unspoken feelings can sit heavy in your chest, and the pressure of perfection can echo in your breath. This is why the universe gently calls you to slow down, to rest when you need rest, to seek stillness in meditation, and to allow gentle movement to soften what feels rigid inside you. Your health is not just about strength and endurance, it is about harmony between body and soul. Notice the small signals, those subtle aches, the shifts in your energy, the moments when your spirit feels heavy, for they are not inconveniences, but invitations to care for yourself more deeply. Practice compassion toward yourself. Loosen the expectations you hold too tightly, and remember that healing does not always come through force, but often through softness. In the circle of family and friendship, joy is rising like a song, bringing warmth into your home and into your heart. The bonds you share with those closest to you are strengthening, not through perfection, but through shared moments of celebration, unity, and pride. A milestone may be approaching, an achievement, a gathering, a piece of good news that lifts the spirit of the entire family, and it will remind you that you do not walk this path alone. The past, with its tensions and misunderstandings, is softening under the power of honest words and open hearts. And where there was once distance, there is now reconciliation. This is a time to cherish the roots that hold you steady, to let gratitude flow for the people who stand beside you through change, and to celebrate the blessings that are arriving not just for you, but for the community of love that surrounds you. When it comes to connection, Taurus, the stars guide you toward those whose energy resonates with your grounded nature. Virgo and Capricorn reflect your steady rhythm, meeting your need for trust, stability, and shared values. Cancer and Pisces, with their depth of feeling and intuitive hearts, balance your strength with tenderness, creating bonds that feel safe and nourishing. Yet the universe also cautions you about those who bring restlessness or instability. Aries and Gemini may sometimes test your patience or unsettle your peace. Still, even in those connections, lessons await. For not every encounter is meant to last, but every soul that crosses your path reveals something about who you are becoming. The message is simple: remain open, but discerning, and never forget that the relationships meant for you will feel like balance, not battle. Emerald green shines for you today, Taurus, a color that mirrors the renewal of your soul and the steady growth of your journey. It is the shade of abundance, of fresh beginnings, of the flourishing life that springs after rain. Keep it close in your clothing, in a stone you wear, or even in the quiet visualization of light around you, and let it remind you that prosperity is not only about wealth, but about renewal, vitality, and harmony. Emerald is your symbol of flourishing, a signal that your path is alive, that your spirit is awakening, and that the seeds you have planted are ready to rise into bloom. Taurus, as this day unfolds, remember that the universe is not asking you to fight, to force, or to prove you're worth it. Is asking you to soften into balance, to reclaim your energy, and to trust the timing of your own unfolding. You have carried burdens that were never yours to hold, given more than you received. And yet here you stand, steady, loyal, and strong. And now the cosmos is whispering that the season of imbalance is ending. You are stepping into a time when reciprocity will guide your relationships, when patience will safeguard your finances, when clarity will illuminate your love life, and when hope will wrap around you like the healing light of the stars. Let this be the day you choose yourself without apology. Let it be the day you listen to the small signals of your body, honor the love of your family, guard your dreams from envious eyes, and walk forward in the emerald glow of renewal and growth. The road ahead is not without lessons, but it is lined with blessings that will arrive at the moment you are ready to receive them. So breathe deeply, Taurus, and release the need to control every detail. Stand rooted in your strength, but let your heart remain open. For miracles often come in forms we do not expect. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be, that nothing has been delayed, and that everything you have long prayed for is already making its way toward you. Keep faith, keep balance, and keep shining, because the best of your story has only just begun.